Welcome back to Don't Make Me Tap Again. I am your host, Angie Grant, and here in this podcast, this is all about using the power of EFT tapping to regulate our nervous system to help us be more present and grounded for those that we love most. I am a generational healing specialist, and what that really means is that I work with parents to help them break generational patterns that are holding them back from really creating the deeply connected, loving relationship that they want with their kids. I specialize in helping parents who are struggling with really challenging behaviors because, well, quite frankly, that was part of my journey as well. And at the time, I didn't have the right tools, but now I have amazing tools in my tool belt, not only to help myself be more present for my own kids, but also to help you. So today, I'm also a human design expert, and today we're transitioning into gate 30. So gate 30 is the gate of passion, which is maybe ironic or not that Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and today we're moving into the gate of passion. But this gate isn't just about, intimate sexual passion, right? It's about passion and burning desire for what you want. On the shadow side, though, it can lead to burnout when we desire something so strongly that we get so attached to the outcome. And when I think about my journey as a parent, and perhaps yours too, I think about that idea that as parents, we get so attached to how our kids are going to turn out, right? We have this strong desire that our kids will become productive members of society and that they'll stay out of trouble and that they'll be a good reflection of who we are. But they're their own selves. And one of the many tools that I noted as a parent when I look back on my journey is that ability to really work on our own mindset, to really work on our own thoughts and feelings. Because when we're so tightly gripped to whatever we think that outcome is supposed to be for our kids, we're not being present. We're not being in the moment with our kids when we're so set on what the future is supposed to look like. And that's what I think that this gate 30 energy is about when we're stuck in the shadow, we're so tied to what the outcome's going to be that we can't be present versus being able to keep the passion burning for what we want our relationship to look like with our kids. We can apply this energy to all kinds of parts of your life, right? It can be about a big career or financial goal. It can be about a big evolution that you are going through and having that burning desire and being able to keep the kindling going in a way that you don't burn yourself out, but that you stay the course. You follow that emotional intensity that can come with this gate 30. So let's use EFT tapping to help us to detach from the outcomes so that we can be more present for our kids, so that we can keep that desire going for how we want to serve our kids' energy and really show up for them the way that we know in our heart we want to. But oftentimes our behaviors don't match what we say we want for our kids, right? Oftentimes we say we want our kids to be so happy, yet our actions in the moment are about forcing an outcome. Honestly, we react to our kids in a way that we're trying to get them to fulfill our desires instead of having them or supporting them in their happiness. So let's use EFT tapping to help us release some of that negative energy that is related to what comes with gate 30. And if you're curious if gate 30 is part of your human design, follow my link, go to my website and grab your chart. I have a report there for you that will help you understand your energetic needs a little bit better. But right now, today, February 13th, 2026, we're all experiencing gate 30 at a bit higher intensity because it's what we're going through in our current state, right? We're all experiencing it right now, even if it isn't part of your chart. So let's tap together. All you have to do, if it feels right to you, is follow along with my actions and my words. Of course, feel free to fill in your own words, whatever feels right to you. But before we go through our tapping sequence, I really want you to check in with yourself. How does that feel in your body when you think about what outcome you expect for your kids, or the pressure, the stress, the emotional intensity that you feel when you think about your kids becoming adults, your kids having their own lives, your kids being successful or happy. What shows up for you in your body? And let's tap on that to see if we can help bring you to a little bit more peace so you can be a little bit more present. Here we go. Even though I worry that my kids are going to struggle, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I can get so attached to the outcome for my kids, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I see evidence in my daily life that tells me my kids aren't going to be successful, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Take a deep breath, top of the head. I worry about my kids. I'm afraid they won't be successful. It feels like so much intensity. I worry about my kids. I worry about my kids. I'm afraid they won't be successful. I worry about my kids, and it upsets me. Let's keep tapping. What if they could be happy and not fit into my box? What if I could be more present for my kids now? What if I could detach from the outcome? What if I could love my kids just the way they are? What if everything's going to be okay? What if they need me to be present more than they need rules? What if everything really is going to be okay? What if being present is exactly what I need to be doing? Deep breath again. Top of the head. I can be present for my kids. I can let go of outcomes. I can keep that fire burning. I can allow my kids to be happy. I can see a future where we're all connected. I can see a future where we're all happy together. I can fuel that fire. I can be present for my kids today. Stop tapping. So I'd love to hear, how are you feeling now after going through that tapping sequence? Did anything come up for you in your parenting journey? Or maybe about yourself? Sometimes I've noticed, and I've heard from others, as we're going through these tapping sequences, oftentimes I come up with sequences that are about our parenting journey. But I also often notice and hear that the things that I'm having you tap on are also triggering things in your inner child too, right? Because although we strive to be better parents than our parents were for us, oftentimes we're wired to repeat generational patterns. We're wired to do what our energy felt when we were growing up. And so, and we also, as we're trying to parent our kids, can feel deeply things that maybe didn't happen for us in a way that felt aligned to us. So I am so grateful that you're doing this work for you. I'm so grateful that you're doing this work for your kids because this is the stuff that matters. Our kids need us to break these generational patterns, and it starts with you. And perhaps as you're tapping, you're also healing your inner child. And I love that for you. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below. I'd love to connect with you. And when you're ready for personalized one-on-one tapping, book a session. I love helping people to unravel their past so that you can create a beautiful open space for the future that you want for yourself and for your family. So that's all for now. We will tap soon.